Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So, good Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. And it seems like this week is really the PBSA week with Bohdan doing a big dinner last night for investor developers, bankers, and a whole. Seems like Winston, a whole Poland tour, right? I mean, Warsaw, we've been
they're
to
hitting a few big cities this week.
Warsaw, I think Wrocław also, and ending up at Krakow. Yeah, so all the big players on board, and investors on the tour, and it seems like developers showing many of their projects and how they're really the innovation of just running the whole student housing and PRS business. You know.
Yeah, they've got a big international crowd there, and
Yeah.
it's quite interesting to see how developed and how much more development that particular segment needs in Poland.
Yeah, and I just don't remember having such a great place to live as a student with so many cool things going on.
Yeah, they certainly weren't that nice in my day, that's for sure.
No. I mean, they're supposed to be starving, struggling students, but none of them look starving or struggling. So, but very nice, very good housing, very good kind of community building, and really, I think for this part of the world, a whole new asset class for fund managers and institutional investors, which you'll see more about in EuropaProperty.com magazines. The investment awards coming up. We have a whole new categories for best student housing project, biggest investor or best investor, and project investor developer, of course. So really very exciting. I think very exciting category for our upcoming events as well, and really a lot of people involved in it. But we have more to talk about with that. But let's just jump over to Winston Norman and our headlines for the day.
Thanks, Craig. So the first real estate fund has acquired another property in Slovakia. EBRD has approved a loan to NREP for housing in Poland. Lead Crest Capital Partners announced a new industrial sale and leaseback in Poland. And the cornerstone has been laid for one of the largest logistics parks in Poland today.
So a lot going on. Wow, great to hear about all the interesting headlines. Also, June 19th, we have our CEO Awards nomination launch in Serbia at the Golden Tulip Hotel, which is in coordination with REBEC International Real Estate Conference, also happening 19th, 20th, 21st, and I assume they'll have me moderate a couple of panels or at least one, so it'd be good to see you all there. But of course, for the CEO Awards, the nomination launch covers all sectors, and very interesting to talk about. If you're in Serbia, definitely give our publisher, Daryl Fidelik, a call or drop him an email, and definitely get you signed up as a nomination for sponsoring and even just attending the event. And the final gala is September 28th at the Crown Plaza Hotel. So we'll take a little break and we'll come right back with Winston Norman and the news. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Craig Smith, publisher of EuropaProperty.com. Welcome to the 5th annual Europa Property CRE Awards and the only international real estate awards event based in Budapest, Hungary, and covering the region. This year's awards really highlight the professionalism in the region, and with over 40% of the attendees flying in for the event, it is truly international. Meet the most active investors, bankers, and developers in the region. The CRE Awards is not to be missed. Visit our website, creawards.net or EuropaProperty.com. So welcome back, everybody. Winston, good to see you. And after a long week in Sopot, and happy to be back here in Warsaw at our studio.
Yeah, very happy to be back. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, Sopot, a great event. Our Baltic Real Estate Awards, first one. So
Yeah, it was.
very exciting.
I think it was a very good event, Craig, and I think it will be even better next year.
Even better, and it was nice to be out in the sun a little bit too.
Yeah,
And at the beach.
networking from the beach.
And working from the beach, exactly.
So today's news will start in Slovakia, and the first real estate fund has acquired the Pribinova 19 office building, which is part of the Eurovia City Waterfront Development District in Bratislava. This 28,000 square meter office building meets strict environmental criteria and has got a LEED Gold certificate, which is one of the highest certificates you can get in that particular certification. And according to Thomas Tribula, he's the IAD Investments Transaction Manager, he says that the Tribuna, the building, is characterized by a strong and high quality composition of international and domestic tenants and an excellent location near the Eurova shopping centre and relaxation zone of the Danube embankment, which perfect complements the current portfolio of office buildings in the first real estate fund. So it's it's a very interesting development down there, and it's a big multi-use development, and
LEED Gold, always good to have.
yeah, it's a sign of quality, I
Yeah.
think, and a great location as well.
All part of the ESG plan, I assume.
I would assume so, Craig. Yeah. Moving to Poland, and EBRD has approved a 50 million loan to a 50 million euro loan to NREP, which is a Nordic Strategics Fund 4, to finance 2 residential projects in Warsaw. And these new residential units will help Poland tackle its chronic shortage of rental accommodation, which is even shorter now that 1.5 million Ukrainians have arrived after fleeing from Russia. And according to EBRD, they say the demand for medium and long-term housing in Poland was already high prior to the influx of refugees from Ukraine. By financing new residential housing, the bank is supporting both the host communities and the refugees. And Maciej Pietrowicz from NREP goes on to say, with the EBRD loan, NREP will be able to increase the supply of modern rental apartments to benefit tenants from various backgrounds, including young professionals, families with children, and people from abroad.
It's another bit of PRS there as well.
Yeah, it is a growing sector, and as the new states, there's great need for it, and someone's got to fill that niche in the market.
Absolutely.
Moving on, and Leadcrest Capital has announced as an exclusive long-term partnership with KGL, which is a specialist company and market leader in food packaging, and they're going to do a long-term partnership on a 9,500 square meter light industrial development near Warsaw. It's situated next to the S7, which is received significant investment in recent months and is becoming a bit of a corporate location for industry there. And Georges Asmar, he's the portfolio manager at Leadcrest. He says this new alliance with KGL is another example of our company's strategy to invest in resilient sectors and partner with robust businesses by offering them a tailored long-term financing solution to fund their growth and transition objectives moving forwards. And finally, for today, staying in the logistics warehouse sector, and Peak House Capital Advisors started construction of what is termed Poland's Warsaw's largest logistics park. It will provide around 100,000 square meters of modern, sustainable warehouse space near the city centre, and it will seek LEED, BREEAM, and first for this sector, WELL certification. So they're going all out for the ESG criteria there. And according to Roman Skowronski, he's the managing partner at Peakside Capital Advisors in Poland. Sustainability is our priority for our advisors and partners, and for Peakside, with City Point Targovic set to become a flagship project reflecting the company's ESG mindset.
Well, so quite a lot going on, and all around ESG, it seems.
Yeah, and this particular project is being renovated from a brownfield site, so it's giving something back to the community.
Yeah, even remaking it a little bit better.
Hopefully.
So thank you for all of you watching the Coffee with Craig show. And if you're watching it on LinkedIn or would like to watch it on LinkedIn, of course, available. And just hit the like button to subscribe, and it'll be coming up more often. So great to see you all, and we will see you tomorrow with the news. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.